Good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to day 3. I noticed that I've hit a different camera angle every day. Day 1 was definitely the best. Day 2 at the school, it was straight. You know how humans are self-conscious, so actually on day 2 I was like, man, my shirt was not sitting in the right position. I actually got that shirt when I was playing football at UW La Crosse, and it was just some winter gear. I've had that for a minute. Man, I've had some clothes since I was like 15, 16. Some clothes from Hollister. I actually just gave some away. And hooping shorts. Still got hooping shorts from back then. It's funny how long clothes can last if you choose to keep them. And that'll tie into the first point that I'd like to share today. I am definitely an Instagram user and abuser. So it's called a smartphone for a reason, because we're supposed to use it as a tool to expand our consciousness, expand our message, expand our reach, connect with people globally. And unfortunately, people like myself use it as a toy way too many times, whether that's playing games or scrolling through entertainment. So big recommendation I have for all of us is to start using our phone as a smartphone, as it's called, rather than as a toy. However, something that I ran across on IG this morning: happiness is not about getting all you want. It's about enjoying all you have. Happiness is not about getting all that you want. It's about enjoying all that you have. How often in our lives do we say, if I can just get this, then I'll be happy? I can't remember who shared this quote or where this came from. However, I'm pretty sure this was from Dr. Dyer in The Shift. However, that may be strongly incorrect. Shared how thinking that you need something that you don't have in order to be happy is insanity. Thinking that you need something that you don't have in order to be happy is insanity. And the reason behind it is because you don't have it and you're still doing fine. So clearly you don't need it. I have no issues with wanting something that aligns with your true heart. Big lesson that I learned from Steve Harvey. Small scripture that changed his life the most: you have not because you ask not. Ask for whatever it is that you wish. And as long as you're lined up with the field of intention, as long as you're lined up with your source, that will come into your life. Steve is right that a lot of people live limited lives. One of my favorite quotes is that so often in life, people fail not because they shot for the stars and missed, but because they aimed for the clouds and hit. That was from Les Brown. That's someone that I had heard that from for sure. And it wasn't those exact words. However, it's too often people fail in life not because they aim too high and miss, but because they aim too low and hit. There's so many people that just settle for average, settle for the status quo, and it's not because it's what they actually want. See, if that's what you actually want and that's what you're settling for, then it's totally cool. There's so many people, though, that still have that childhood dream within them that they're going to own a house that has an indoor basketball court. They're going to own a house with a pool. They're going to travel to this country, and this country. They're going to make this much income. They're going to do this for their work. And then people just chose to settle and not do that. And we look at artists I see artists putting out music and being like, why would you even do that? You're just doing it for the money. Yeah, there's so many people that are going to a job just for the money, just for the paycheck. You sold your soul for a check. And then made excuses that you had to do it because you got bills or whatever. We, myself included, who signed my contract for next year for the full year of teaching, even though my intention is only to teach until February, and have a student teacher that I can train from August until February, so I can train that person how to be the best educator they can be for our kids, because I really care about my kids. I really care about my students. I just realized that my purpose has stretched beyond the realm of physical education, and I sold out. I still intend to have life work out as I desire. Again, you have not because you ask not. Sometimes, I believe I touched on this yesterday, just life unfolds in its own way and you got to take it as it comes. I actually took a goal off of my list today, which was interesting and just an experience as I'm going through a shift in life and realizing that maybe that's not what I want right now, or maybe as I take my intention off it, attention or intention off it for right now, that it will manifest itself in its due time, and they all will. So everyone's always going through a shift. Just understand that every single person is going through something. I think that would produce a lot more kindness in the world if we came from the perspective of understanding that everyone's going through challenges. And when you're experiencing your challenges and you come across that wall of fear, how do we respond when we come to our wall of fear? We have two ways to respond with fear. You can forget everything and run, or you can face everything and rise. And so many people were intimidated by failing, forgetting that failing is simply our first attempt in learning. There's going to be days where life doesn't seem to be going your way, and those days might turn into months. That month might turn into a year. When the storm settles, though, we always get to see the rainbow, and we always get to see the lesson. So what challenges are you going through at this moment? What challenges are we going through at this moment? And how can we face everything and rise as a collective? I wish everybody love and happiness. I wish everybody have a positive day. I wish everyone to have a safe day. I wish everyone to take the time to thank Source, to thank life, to thank God, to thank Allah for just 10 things that you normally don't think of about being appreciative for. Whether that's the ability to wiggle your toes, the ability to walk, the ability to see, to hear, to dream, to have visions, to have goals, to have aspirations, to have hair for those of us that do, to smile, to talk, to comprehend, to grow, to evolve, to realize, to share, to hold, to love. I love you all, and I wish you a prosperous day. Have a good one. See you soon.